$250,000 on the line here in the Miss New Jersey final for 3-year-old pacing fillies. They're all in behind the gate, approaching the start. And they're off. Arbro Terrace veered out at the start, and Love You 40 is sent out for the front. Delta Shuttle gets away well. Michelle's Revenge toward the inside. Arts Virtue is in between horses in 4th, and Deer Valley Miss angles over toward the pylons from 5th. Arbro Terrace, after that erratic beginning, is looking to drop in and settle 6th on the inside, followed up 7th by Michelle's Fantasy. Shifty B a length and a half further back is 8th. 9th is Virginia Dare, and Lace Lady, a bit sluggish leaving, rounds out the field. Opening quarter in 27 seconds flat. They're onto the backstretch, and here comes Delta Shuttle with her move to the front. Stablemate Michelle's Revenge on the inside will now yield back to 2nd. Then it's 2 lengths to Love You 40, who's gapping in 3rd. Deer Valley Miss is 4th. Arts Virtue on the inside 5th as Delta Shuttle has cleared the front. Arbro Terrace is following Arts Virtue, waiting for her cover. Following up is Michelle's Revenge on the inside, or Michelle's Fantasy rather, from 7th as they hit the half in 55 and 3. Shifty B tips to the outside, and now Arts Virtue is underway, and Miller and Arbro Terrace perfectly positioned following that cover as Arts Virtue attacks after Delta Shuttle on the outside, and Luke shows Delta Shuttle the whip with 3/8 to go. Arts Virtue is gaining with every stride. She's right at her throat on the outside from 2nd. Michelle's Revenge sits the pocket 3rd. Arbro Terrace on the outside. Delta Shuttle off stride. Delta Shuttle went on a break 3/4 in 1:24 and 3. Arts Virtue is on the lead now at the top of the stretch. Arbro Terrace has dropped back in behind her, 2.5 lengths back in 2nd. Michelle's Fantasy up on the outside. Michelle's Revenge is 4th, but it's Arts Virtue. Arbro Terrace to take one last shot at her on the outside. Arts Virtue is digging in. Arbro Terrace trying to get to her. Arts Virtue, game and victory here from Arbro Terrace. Michelle's Revenge 3rd, 151 and 4. Heading back toward the winner's circle, the winner of the 2000 Miss New Jersey final, it's number 4, Arts Virtue. 3-year-old Arts Place filly out of Always an Angel by No Nukes, owned by Arlene and Jewel Siegel of New Hope, Pennsylvania, trained by Jim Cambell, brother John Cambell, in the sulky behind Arts Virtue. Arts Virtue scoring in 1:51 and 4/5. Getting her 2nd victory this season. That time is a career best effort for Arts Virtue. Standing by in the winner's circle to make the trophy presentation, we have Miss New Jersey, Victoria Andrews Page, to make the trophy presentation for the Miss New Jersey final. We welcome Miss New Jersey, Victoria Andrews Page, to the Meadowlands this evening. Also in the winner's circle from the Standardbred Breeders and Owners Association, Anthony Parenti, Bob Baggett, Thomas A. Dieltru, Thomas N. Dieltru, Sally Johnston, Jackie Ingracia, Taylor Palmer Jr., and Pat Salerno. All trackside for the presentation here to the connections of Arts Virtue, trainer Jim Cambell, winning driver, leading driver, John Cambell. Arts Virtue 151 and 4, and it is official. Arts Virtue pays $360, $280, $210. 2nd, the 8, Arbro Terrace, $440, $210. And 3rd, the 1, Michelle's Revenge, $210. The upcoming 6th race is the SBOA New Jersey Classic Final. There are no changes in the 6th race. 16 minutes until post. Exacta Trifecta and Pick 3. No changes in the upcoming Pick 3 as well. Hollywood Hayden.
Thanks. We're joined by John Cambell. John, you told us on the teleconference this week that she's a professional racehorse when she first came out first time last year. What do you mean by that?
Well, she just knew what to do. She was very easy to drive. You really didn't have to teach her anything. She was very sensible and easygoing, and makes a driver's job a lot easier when you can do what you want instead of what they want.
Yeah, it's post 5 to start here. Take us through the early part of the race here. Where were you first half a mile?
Well, I dropped in 4th or 5th along the rail. There was quite a bit of action on the front, and the first quarter was fast. I I just wanted to make sure that the first quarter was honest enough that nobody was going to get away easy. And then she came first up, and when she was coming up first over, she felt real strong. I thought she was going to get a real big piece of it down the backstretch.
Okay, then take us to the top of the stretch past the three-quarter pole.
Luke's horse in the lead made a break, but I was going by him at that point anyway, and made a break kind of scattered, and made it a little easier for us, that's for sure. But I had the stretch. I asked her, and she dug in and paced strong right down to the wire. And
Dave Miller's filly was coming pretty good.
Yeah, I was leery about her going into the race. She'd raced extremely well last week first up, and she can really pace off her cover, Armbro Terror, so I was a little concerned about her, but we were able to hold her off.
A couple years ago, right there with Armbro Romance and Galleria, is anything reminiscent of those two?
Well, they're going at it. They're not quite going as fast. I think they went in 50 or 49 apiece here in that race with those two mares, but it's very similar the way they've raced the last 2 weeks.
Okay, congratulations to John Cambell, the winning driver here in the Miss New Jersey final with Arts Virtue. Anything reminiscent of the big filly from 2 years ago?
Well, they're both Arts Place fillies, and I hope when we go to the sale next year, we come home with some Arts Places. They're a great breed of horse.
Same owner, too.
Same owner. Unfortunately, Mr. and Mrs. Siegel, they're in Vegas celebrating their wedding anniversary, and I know they're watching right now, and they're very proud of their filly, and I know they wish they could be here, and I'm glad their filly represented them as well as she did. Any
temptation to start her last year a little earlier than you wound up doing?
Our schedule kind of got dictated to us just for little things, and by the time the Meadowlands was almost done, she wasn't near ready to qualify, so we just set Garden State as a place to qualify her, and everything just fell into place after that.
What's next for her?
Well, I haven't talked to Mr. Siegel yet, but I would like to give her next week off. Just race her a few races here at the Meadowlands and prep her for the Mistletoe Shelley.
Okay, Jimmy Cambell winning 2 out of 3 years in the Miss New Jersey. Congratulations to all the connections for Arts Virtue, the winner of the Miss New Jersey.
I was there on September 18th.
And how'd you do?
I was top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, it was wonderful. We had such a great time.
What was the talent there?
I'm an opera singer. I sang Non so più cosa son, which is an aria from The Marriage of Figaro.
That's my favorite song.
Oh, really?
Now, what about after you be crowned? What's your plans after that?
Actually, I'm going to be working for Good Morning America this coming summer, and then I'll be going back for my senior year at Princeton University.
Oh, you're only one more year to go in college?
One more.
Okay, maybe we'll see you here a little more often at the Meadowlands.
Oh, I would love to come back.
Great. It's wonderful having Miss New Jersey here. Victoria Page has joined us as we get ready for the New Jersey Classic coming up next for $500,000.